You are waiting for the housing market to crash so you can finally afford a home. But while you're sitting on the sidelines, the greatest wealth transfer of our generation is happening right under your nose. You think the high interest rates are your enemy. You think the record high prices are a wall you can't climb. But the truth is, the current housing market isn't a wall. It's a filter. It's filtering out the people who play by the old rules and rewarding the people who understand how to exploit the debt that already exists. Most people look at a house and see a price tag. The winners look at a house and see a contract. We are living through a period where millions of homeowners are trapped in what economists call the golden handcuffs. They have a mortgage at 3%, but they need to move. They have a life change, a new job, or a growing family, but they can't afford to sell because buying a new house at 8% would double their monthly payment. This has created a massive pressure cooker. This is the glitch in the system. Imagine two guys, Dave and Sam. Dave is the guy you know. He's smart, he saves his money, and he's waiting for the big one. He's waiting for 2008 to happen again because that's the only story he knows. He thinks if he waits long enough, the houses will go on sale for 50% off. But there is a problem. While Dave waits, inflation is eating his savings, and the supply of houses is staying at record lows because nobody wants to give up their low interest rate. Dave is waiting for a bus that isn't coming. Now look at Sam. Sam doesn't care about the market price because Sam isn't looking for a house. He's looking for a rate. Sam finds a seller who is stressed. Maybe they're divorcing, maybe they're relocating, or maybe they just can't afford the taxes anymore. But that seller has a mortgage from 2021 at 2.8%. In a normal world, that rate dies when the house is sold. But Sam knows about the assumable mortgage. He realizes that for certain types of loans, he can literally step into the seller's shoes. He doesn't go to a bank to get a new loan at 8%. He simply takes over the old one. He just bought a house with a monthly payment half the size of Dave's future dream house, and he did it while everyone else was complaining about the economy. But what if the loan isn't assumable? This is where the real exploitation begins. This is the strategy the banks don't want you to know about because it removes them from the equation entirely. It's called buying subject to. You aren't asking the bank for permission. You are buying the deed to the property and leaving the existing financing in place. The seller is happy because their debt is being paid by someone else and their credit is being saved from a foreclosure. You are happy because you just acquired a piece of real estate with a fixed interest rate that will never exist again in our lifetime. This is the ultimate hedge against the collapse. Think of it like this. The housing market is a game of musical chairs. Most people are waiting for the music to stop so they can grab a seat for cheap. But the smart players are realizing they can just buy the chairs while the music is still playing, as long as they know which chairs have the hidden legs. We are seeing a massive divergence. On one side, you have the traditional buyers who are getting crushed by monthly payments they can't afford. On the other side, you have the creative investors who are collecting properties like they're playing Monopoly with a cheat code. Therefore, the question isn't when will the market crash. The question is, who owns the debt on the house you want? If you find a seller with a low-interest loan and a high-interest need to move, you have found a goldmine. You have to stop looking at Zillow and start looking at public records. You have to stop talking to realtors who only know how to fill out a standard purchase agreement and start talking to people who understand debt litigation and title transfers. The market isn't going back to the way it was. The days of easy money and cheap houses for everyone are gone. But the houses are still there. The debt is still there. And the people who are desperate to leave are still there. If you can solve their problem by taking over their old reality, you create a new one for yourself. You aren't just buying a building, you are buying time. You are buying the ability to hold an asset that pays for itself while everyone else is priced out. This is how the wealthy stay wealthy during a crisis. They don't wait for the fire to go out. They buy the fire department. You can spend the next 5 years hoping for a total economic meltdown just so you can save a few $1,000s on a down payment, or you can spend the next 5 months hunting for the debt that no longer belongs in this economy. The math doesn't lie. A house bought at a premium price with a 3% interest rate is significantly cheaper over 30 years than a house bought at a discount with a 9% interest rate. But most people can't see past the sticker price. They are blinded by the headline. They are waiting for a crash that is being prevented by the very thing they are afraid of: the lack of supply caused by people holding onto their rates. This is the loop. The only way to break the loop is to step inside it. Find the homeowners who are trapped. Offer them a way out that protects their credit and solves their immediate cash problem. In return, you get the deal of a century. You get to live in a world where the 2021 interest rates still exist. You get to exploit the gap between what a house is worth and what the debt is worth. This isn't just a strategy. It's a survival mechanism for the modern era. The housing market isn't going to collapse the way you want it to, because the people holding the cards are too scared to let go. So you don't wait for them to drop the cards. You offer to play the hand for them. Stop being a spectator in your own financial future. The market isn't rigged against you. It's just changed the language it speaks. If you don't learn the new vocabulary, you'll be left standing on the sidewalk while the world gets sold to the people who were brave enough to read the fine print. Stop waiting for the crash and start looking for the exit sign.